So in this class, we will discuss about reduction of carbonyl compounds. So carbonyl compounds are aldehydes and the ketones. So there are two named reactions here. So one will be the Clemenson's reduction, second will be Wolff-Fishner's reduction. So we will discuss both the reactions now. So Clemenson's reduction, it comes under the topic carbonyl compounds, that is reduction of carbonyl compounds, and that's aldehyde and ketone. So basically to write the Clemenson's reduction, let us take an aldehyde. So CH3, C double bond O, H, acetaldehyde. So basically we know that what happens is like reduction is removal of oxygen. So the moment I remove this oxygen, I will write CH3, C, and the H will be there. So reduction is removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. When you take this carbon, the valency is like 1 and 1, 2. So the remaining 2, because it's a reduction reaction, I can't add something else. I will be adding only the hydrogen here. So I will add the 2 hydrogens here. So what happens is, finally we get the CH3, CH3. So it's an alkane, 2 carbons, so I'll get the ethane. So it's an hydrocarbon. So basically I get a alkane here. Alkane, which is a hydrocarbon. So here acetaldehyde on reduction gives the ethane. The most important thing is, simply when we take the aldehyde, it will not be converted to the alkane. So we have to add some reagents there. Getting my point? So if you take the aldehyde in a beaker, if you simply keep as such, the aldehyde will not be converted to the alkane. That's ethane. So what we are using here as the reagent will be zinc and mercury, which we call it as zinc amalgam and HCl. So what Clemmenson did is, he took the aldehyde and he used the reagents zinc and mercury, which we call it as zinc amalgam, in the presence of an acid. Then the acetaldehyde was converted to the alkane, that's the ethane. So this reaction is known as Clemenson's reduction. So the most important thing is HCl is acidic medium. So this reaction takes place in the presence of acidic medium, and the reagent is zinc and mercury. So in the next class we will see, how it works, the mechanism of the Clemenson's reduction. So let us see the mechanism of Clemenson's reduction. So Clemenson's reduction, we know that the reaction is C3C double bond O H, the presence of ZnR, mercury zinc amalgam, and HCl, we get the alkane. So what actually happens in this reaction is, so what's the role of zinc and what's the role of HCl here? So we know the aldehydes, if we take an aldehyde, because of the electronegativity, the carbon will be having the positive sign and the oxygen will be having the negative sign. So now zinc, we know that it's an electropositive element, it's a metal, it will always donate the electrons. So zinc valency being 2, it will donate 2 electrons. It can donate 2 electrons. So here actually what happens is, carbon has lost 1 electron, so that's why it is positive charge. So now when the zinc starts donating the electrons to this carbon, what will happen to this carbon is, it becomes minus. It has lost 1 electron, now it is gaining 2 electrons. So lost 1 electron, now it's gaining 2 electrons. So when it gains 2 electrons, net it will have a negative sign here. Okay, so I will write here. So I can write CH3, C. The carbon will be having the negative sign now, and even the oxygen will be having the negative sign now. So now both are like negative. The carbon is also like negative and the oxygen is also like negative. Now what the HCl will do is, we can take the HCl. We can take 2 molecules of HCl. So H plus and H plus. Because we know that chlorine is electronegative, it will have Cl minus and this will have H plus. So one H plus will come and attack the oxygen here, and the other H plus will come and attack the carbon here. So now the product will be like CH3C. Now because we are adding the H here, the bond will break here. It will be a single bond, no more double bond. And here also it will be like, and aldehyde by default you got a H here, the structure itself. So I will have the H and the H here. So this will be the initial product. So I'll be having the, so So after getting this structure CH3C OH H in the H, now once again see, you can see the carbon now 1 2 3 4. Now what happens is this OH minus, once again with the HCl, maybe the H plus and the Cl minus, this OH will take one electron from this carbon and OH minus, so it becomes OH minus. It becomes OH minus. It will react with the plus to give the water molecule. So what happens is a water molecule will be liberated for plus. Here what happens now? It will be a CH3, C and H and H. So once again the carbon is losing the electron to the OH. It becomes a plus carbocation. It becomes plus here. This is the final step. Now once again the zinc will come into act. As I told you, it will donate the 2 electrons to this carbon. So last we have seen the structure CH3C, OH, H and H. Now this OH will go out as a base, taking an electron from the carbon, and it will attack the H plus and forms the water molecule. So once the OH is out, the carbon is losing the electron, so it becomes positive. So the product will be CH3, C, H and H, carbon with a positive sign. Now once again the zinc will come into act. It will donate the 2 electrons to the carbon. So as usual, carbon has lost only 1 electron. After gaining 1 electron, it becomes neutral. After gaining the second electron, it becomes minus. So what you get here is, you get this structure like this: CH3, C, H and the H, and now the carbon will be having the negative sign here. Now the last step is what? We know that HCl, H plus will go and attack there. It will be H plus and Cl minus. This H plus will go and attack here. So you get the CH3, C, H, H and the H. So which is CH3, CH3 and this is the alkene. So this will be the mechanism for Clemenson's reduction.